Welcome to Cultural Autopsy。
欢迎大家到我们的节目文化侦探。Grace， 我有一个问题想问你一下，可以吗？最近我听到了一个词，就是跨国恋，你应该知道这个词。
当然。
然后虽然我知道这三个字的字面上的意思，但是加起来我就有点不清楚了。
怎么说？
那个跨好像是有距离的意思，
就是
对吗？
有一个动作，就是从 A 到 B 一个 jump。
对，我也是这样理解的。然后国就是国家的国，然后还有一个恋，那个当然是恋爱的恋，对吗？那我要这三个字加起来，我要怎么理解呢？到底是什么概念？
You mean transnational
love?Transnational love.
That's the literal translation.
When you say this, it makes me think of some sort of like transport company, deliver your love to the door or something like that.
Yeah, something very corporate.
Yeah. So maybe we can call it maybe interracial dating? How about that?
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's the cultural equivalence of interracial dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 那跨国恋这个词，那在中国人的印象中，它指的是什么？
应该就是很简单说，两个人来自不同的文化背景，在一起遇到了相爱，就这样。
哦，那主要是那个文化背景不同，而不一定是两个人处于不同的国家。我这样是理解对了吗？
我觉得是这样。I guess because China is such a monocultural society in general, so when you mention about people from other countries, it's automatically assumed that those are people from different cultural backgrounds, from a different race.
So 跨国 automatically sounds like 异国，就是 different place, non-Chinese. 那比方说，如果有两个中国人，一个在美国，另外一个在英国，然后他们上网聊天，相处得很好，相爱了，这个算不算跨国恋呢
？Not in a traditional sense, I don't think. Usually, probably we wouldn't include those kind of scenarios in 跨国恋。Yeah, but if those are two people of different race, for example, like a Chinese girl in Beijing met someone online from America who's Caucasian, for example, and that will actually be considered 跨国恋。
那可不可以理解成跟老外谈恋爱比较简单一些？
From a Chinese perspective, that certainly is.
我顺便说一下，我在南京的时候，有一次坐地铁，我看到了一个广告说，跟老外谈恋爱不就是为了找一个全职的英语老师吗？你有没有看到类似的广告
？I didn't go to Nanjing recently, so
maybe it's just a Nanjing thing.
But maybe I've seen people talking about like the equivalent here in Chinese, as in learn, like if you have a Chinese girlfriend, then you can learn. It's like the perfect opportunity for you to learn Mandarin or something.
这是不是有点利用你的 partner?A little bit.
But then and also you
为了学习
you kind of like wonder, because usually it shouldn't that be the other way around? Like you go to learn a language and then you fall in love with someone.
Rather than you fall in love to learn a language.
Yeah.
哇，这种人真的是学霸。
How do you translate 学霸？
I don't know, that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll leave that for the viewers to
the next one.
comment
Yeah.
on. We were talking earlier about this actually. We've just talked about 跨国恋, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other way in Chinese to give off the sense of interracial dating? Do you have another phrase or word that works for that?
So 异族,异 like the word difference actually rhymes with 夷, which is
ant.
ant.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a certain animal aspect to it. And it sounds like it's like different types of ants mixed together or something.
所以你听到这个词，你会觉得是虫子相爱了，是吗？
Yeah, a little bit. It's like has nothing to do with
恶心
humans.
Yeah. But you said this word 蚂蚁. Actually, there's people who call me 蚂蚁哥.
Because you're Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. 我的英文名字里面不是有一个 ant 这个词吗？ 还有人叫我蚁哥。
That sounds... I don't know how to put it. That sounds a little bit odd. Yeah, in a good way, I suppose.
你觉得我不像虫子吗？
你觉得你想像虫子吗？
我不知道。
You look nothing like an ant.
Well, I think that's quite nice coming
Oh,
from
that's the point.
Okay, that's good. So we've talked about this 异族恋.
Yeah.
Is there any other sort of phrase in Chinese? Because I know Chinese has quite a few different ways of describing this. In fact, where did you find this phrase?
Oh, just some online dictionary that I usually use.
Was it 爱词吧?
Yes.
That was the didn't we just say the word 学霸?
学霸, it's the same bar.
Same bar.
But how do we translate the bar?
Well, literally it's like tyrant, I think, but it's like someone who's like really into an activity, like they're just so focused on
And
it.
it's like the master of everything in this domain or something.
Yeah, but
So
I think it's more like they're always spending their time on it or something, right?
学霸.
Yeah, it's like they're always in the
Anthony just mentioned.
library. Yeah.
We should have a separate episode just focus on bar.
Yeah, separate episode on bar coming.
It rhymes with dad as well.
Yeah.
Baba.
We could link dad and tyrant together.
Power.
Somehow. Power, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else do we have? We have 跨国恋. We also have 异族恋.
异族恋. And I'll just, another one is like a really long one saying something like 跨越种族的爱.
真的有这个说法吗?
It's on that website.
In 爱词吧?
Yeah.
我觉得一听到这个词，我感觉就是很神奇的感觉，就觉得没有什么爱情不可以克服的。
It's like love can conquer all.
Yeah. It makes me think of 穿越, like, time travel or something like that.
Yeah. But for me also, it gives out a little bit of like a sci-fi vibe. It's like, it's almost like, oh, let's take this love and romance and develop it in the moon or Mars or something. Or fall in love with an alien.
所以说，只有你在写科幻小说的时候才会用这个词吗？
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So we should really stick to 跨国恋.
So you think really, is that the most common way to describe
For the
interracial
time
dating?
being, but you know how Chinese evolve over time, and especially recently with lots of like internet meme and phrases being constantly introduced.
Especially the internet, you have all this 网上用语, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's interesting how this 跨国恋, right? The fact that 这个词本来有歧义, there's some ambiguity to it. It kind of gives the impression that maybe in China, this kind of interracial dating is not as common as, in Western culture, or it's perhaps, a newer thing to be around.
Yeah. So then from the surface, it has a very formula and prescribed meaning. It's not a very rich context. So it's only one way or another. I guess you probably can kind of like a similar example would be yang. Yang Nian. Do you remember when we were in the year of sheep? Just like massive discussion about how to translate that, whether that's gonna be land, sheep, merino, or
right? Because in Chinese it's
just
not
only
clear,
one
right?
yang. It's like it could be goat, it could be sheep, or like just there are not not many options there. So it's one generic term, yang.
对，很多时候你有一个，比如说一个英文词，然后翻译成中文，你就有两种选择了。比如说 brother 翻译成中文，你可以选择哥哥，也可以选择弟弟。你要看他们的年龄是什么。
Yeah. So it's interesting. Maybe it plays and it kind of like places an emphasis about your cultural diversity within like one nationals.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Really? Because I don't really know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I predicted. It's predictive text in my mind. Okay, well, I think we've had a good discussion on this in our 文化侦探 cultural detective or cultural autopsy.
The
as we call it.
postmortem has been successful.
Yeah. So, okay, 好了，我们今天的节目到此结束，下次见。
拜拜。
Bye.